Welcome to Forever Exiled. I'm Justin, aka Tags.
And I'm Tyler, Wrecker of Days.
Episode 315, 300 something. We're here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't even know what number it is. Big shout out to our...
You do that, I'll do this.
Big shout out to our Patreons. Thanks everybody who resubbed up this week. Patreon gets you access to our After Dark, which is just our podcast after the podcast, where we just keep chatting about stuff and things. And yeah, so here we are, episode 3. It's a 300s and 10s plus a single digit, I'm sure, right?
Working on it.
I feel like, hold on, I should be able to find this.
I think it's 316.
316. All right, sweet.
Pretty sure.
Episode 316, Ty.
I have to check the Path of Exile website because I always put the episode number in the title.
Right.
Yeah, 316. Welcome to 316, everybody.
Nailed it.
I wasn't thankful to our patrons until I figured that out. So now I'm thankful. So welcome, thanks, everybody. And thank you. And everybody else that listens as well. We love you slightly less and equally as well.
Mm-hmm. How was your week, buddy?
I had a good week. Good week. Well, it's like Christmas when, GGG has their big announcements, right? But I'm also, it was an odd Christmas because I don't know what I want for Christmas in GGG land, right? Because I'm not really into PoE 1 anymore, but the changes they made, some of them are
right? I know.
Unreal. And we'll get into them, but
for sure.
Like you throw something like trade out there where it's asynchronous, finally. So just one of those things where it's like, personal life, but because we're so into GGG and Path of Exile, it was a little bit of a Christmas week. I didn't have it in the calendar, though, because I don't know what they're going to release, and I'm committing myself to one game. And so it wasn't in the calendar, but then I start getting the information, that's tomorrow, and I do this. So then, I had a parent-teacher interview booked at the same time almost at the same time. The parent-teacher interview is at 12:30. GGG's announcement was at noon, our time.
Yeah, so you're not going to make it.
And so, no, but then funny enough, so my wife's working, my son, he's at a stage where he's like, sometimes he's comfortable being at home alone. Sometimes he's not comfortable being at home alone. You know what I mean? Depending on how his imagination's working that day. So, but you obviously never know. So he gets back from school at the same time that Violet and I are like getting ready to go. He's got like 2 minutes to choose if he's coming or staying. He saw the GGG announcement was on TV. He's like, I'll stay.
Oh, that's awesome. Good man.
So he was watching, and I come back and he's updating me on everything that's happening and all the changes. And he's like, oh, Dad, this skill, like you won't even believe it. So yeah, it was pretty fun. So thank you, GGG, for babysitting my kid for me.
Right.
I always appreciate a free babysitter because I can't afford babysitting these days. I made $5 an hour.
Yeah, it's like 20 now. I'd get out of here.
If I was a parent back then, I'd be getting late all the time with the amount of babysitting money I could fork out. I can't do $20 an hour now. Are you kidding me?
No, it's nuts.
No, it's cheaper to get takeout and bring it home.
Exactly.
So anyway, but no, we had a good week. The rains finally come, and so in lawn land, even though I think for like the last 8 years I said I'm not going to bother reseeding anymore, I'm just going to let it naturally grow in, and all I'm going to do is do manual weeding because I still like getting my fingers dirty. But because my lawn died, like literally died, I panicked and I bought some grass seed, of course, to and it's coming in quite feebly, like. Okay. My wife's pastime of feeding birds versus my pastime of trying to have a lawn, they conflict. So we've like, I'm trying, you know what I mean? But anyway, I had a big bag of constructor seed left over. And so I don't want it to last into next year because you should only be using fresh seed anyway. There's no point putting in all the work for your lawn if you're using old seed because who knows if it's going to germinate anyway. So I'm just like, overseeding like crazy all over the place. Just
even now?
And I know that also conflicts with the process, but I don't want any left over. If there's none left over and I have no seed, then my feeble memory will remember when I have no seed. I'm like, where's my no seed? I just know how my brain works. So it's kind of like with my filters. I have to relearn how to do filters every time. So I have notes in my filter that teach me again how to filter every time I go in. And so it's the same thing. I know how my brain works. So if I have seed left over, I'll be like, oh, right, this was the last season I was going to do this. But if I have no seed left over, then it's good. So I'm going to overseed even if it works against myself. So I had a good
Sweet.
week, enjoying the weather. Halloween's coming up.
It is.
I had a parent win this week, just.
A parent win, okay.
Yeah, so, my son, coming up to Halloween, he's like, I don't even want to dress up anymore.
Sure.
Right? I'm like, I kind of wanted, because obviously I want the stash. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's,
It's fair. Choices you make as you get older.
That's right. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, like, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know, just something small. So, it's easy to carry the candy. Because in our neighborhood, like, within one street, their bags are too heavy for them. Yep. Yeah, like, we have a good neighborhood. So, and there's like people that like, there's like, they put like together like this whole factory of
it's awesome.
And free, like things that you should be charging admission for. And you go in, there's like these big tents and walkways, and they have like all these volunteers doing scary stuff and putting your hands and stuff, like just like these crazy, like, but there's like multiple houses that do this. So it's, it's really cool.
That's where we're every year.
Right. And so he's like, but I just, I want to do that, but I'm not. So he's trying to think of something, but he's really back into Elden Ring again with his buddy. And so he's like, yeah, I want to be a knight. So let's just go to the dollar store and get some knight stuff. And in my head, I'm like, you can't get knight stuff at a dollar store. You can get like a feeble sword and the crappiest looking shield on the planet.
That's probably all
you're not getting anything. You're not even getting one of those like super flimsy materials that gives you the look of a knight on your chest. Like, we're just not going to find it. So we go and we come back with a pumpkin face.
Yeah.
And 2 swords, like little daggers. And I've convinced him, instead of being a dagger, to be a black knife assassin. Because we have like one of those flowing cloaks at home.
I was going to say, just get one of those like Zorro black,
right?
Like cloth things. Done.
Right. So, parent win, I was able to deflect the impossible knight costume.
Nice job.
To something we already had at home, and it cost me $8.
Sweet. And so, he's going to go get his candy.
And Violet got her costume for Christmas last year because she just wanted to look like Spider-Gwen all year. So,
Sweet.
Oh, and it's almost too small for her. Man, I'm glad it lasted till Halloween. She would have been heartbroken because that thing is riding. It's a one piece. And she has grown a lot this year.
That's good. I'm glad. I was making a quick note for something to talk to you about in After Dark that you reminded me of. Okay. That I can't bring up in the main episode. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you won it.
Thank you.
Halloween's also on the League release. Same day.
Yeah. Thanks, GG.
There was something happened when that came out, and my kids, or dang it, now I can't remember what it was.
Dang it, guys.
It was weird. It was talking about the combination of my daughter's dance plus Halloween, because it's all falling on that same Friday. And I was in the office at the time when they were talking about the kitchen. I was like, just make sure you're not including me in anything. And they're like, what? And I said to Christine, like, the new league's coming out. And she's like, what? I'm like, sorry, but can't help it.
Oh, man. That's funny. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
It's just a week without sex. Who cares?
I can deal.
You're old when that's no longer a threat. So how are you, Justin? How was your week? Or
good. I had my lawn, the winter fertilizer was done for it, so it's all prepped and ready now for the rest of fall. How's my week? My week was really good. It was work. I'm still trying to do the walking thing, but the weather's turned, so I bought it's like a micro treadmill. Like, it has none of the arms. It doesn't even have like a front thing. It's just like a rotating conveyor, essentially, that can go like up to certain speeds. But it's very small and skinny. It doesn't like raise up. I just needed something so I could still do it at home, and it's been great. I've been watching shows. No, I thought my original thought was like, well, put it on my desk. I could work and I could play games. I could barely stay up. Like, I'm watching. I have it in the family room, so at night I've been watching shows with Christina, and I turn it on for 50 minutes or 60 minutes or whatever and do it. I thought I could. There's no way my face would go straight into this desk. I know it for a fact. I would, unless I maybe slowed it down quite a bit, then maybe it would work.
Yeah,
but
isn't there like a Tyler speed?
There is, like,
where
it goes
you're walking
literally
slow,
from like,
you're getting fatter.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that could be a goal. It goes literally from like 0.1 to 3.8 kilometers per hour. Like that's where its range is, which is great. I don't need it to go any faster than that. And
0.1, you'd probably get my heart rate up.
0.1, you would trip because it's so slow. Like you're like, all right, come on, move. So I started doing that, but otherwise the week was good. I had it. So yesterday, Christina we're part of a foundation that raises money for women in need, and so she was at that. She's been sort of overseeing it this week, and my oldest daughter, Sophia, got involved in it this year, which was really cute. So they raised a boatload of money, which was fun to watch them both do it. And then, so then yesterday I had to take Logan to work. Spent the afternoon talking with Ethan for a little bit on the phone, and then it was just me and Maya at home. So I'm like, all right, what are we doing tonight? So she's like, could we go out for dinner and then watch a movie? I'm like, all right, let's go. So two of us went out for dinner, came home, watched a movie. It is so fun. Like, I know I've talked to you about it before too, because you guys do something similar. I don't do it often where it's like, okay, we plan one of us is going out with one of them. We've got too many kids to do that. But I love going out one-on-one. It's so fun. Like listening to a kid just talk about what they want to talk about is, I don't know, it makes your whole week seem quite silly. When you just listen to an 8-year-old talk about life, it's awesome. So,
and the funny thing is I actually got that love of it before I had kids, or before my kids were old enough. There's an old Boston Pizza commercial. I think Boston Pizza sucks, but there's an old Boston Pizza commercial where the announcer's talking about whatever, and they always try and make things humorous. But in the background behind the announcer, you see this young girl, 6, 7, 8, whatever her age is. She's just talking and going. And she's like, this is a story. She's like, this is important, Dad. And the dad, the camera shifts over to the dad, and the dad's like, his face is like kind of wobbling a little bit. And his face is like he's trying to understand the emotions and what's going. He's involved, but he's confused beyond belief. He has no idea what's happening, and he's going from like agreeing to then being like, oh no, I totally get it. Yes. And from that moment on, I'm like, I cannot wait for those conversations. And I honestly, that was like what spurred me to make these, like, because we only have the 2 kids, like you said. So that's what spurred me to be like, I can't wait for those conversations with my kids. We're doing one-on-ones. We're going to figure out a way that we can afford it. And
because it works well when it's one-on-one. Because when you have any more, it's very hard to just like tune into just that one. And I've done it. Christina's done it with our kids at different times, and it's cool. I've done it. It was quite funny because I spent some time during the day yesterday talking to Ethan, who's 24, and now I'm out with our 8-year-old. Like and I remember doing it with the 24-year-old, like taking him out and just listening to him chat about whatever. So, and they're so funny because she wanted to watch Red. That's the movie she wanted to watch. The Rise of Red. Sorry, it's Descendants. I think that's what it's called. The Rise of Red, Descendants 4 or something. I'm not sure. And she wanted to watch that because she is going as Red, this princess from Red, for Halloween. And so she needs to get tips, how does she act? What is she like? Obviously. We're at the restaurant and she's drinking. She goes to take a drink of her drink and she says something about, we're talking about it. She says it's the Queen of Hearts. And it's just as the waitress is walking by and Maya's just about to take a drink. And I kind of look at her with this big face and she kind of looks at me weird. I'm like, you're the Queen of Farts? Like the dumbest, simplest thing. Oh my gosh, she exploded. Like water almost. I was a smoothie almost coming out of her mouth. Oh my God. And she's embarrassed because the waitress just walked by. It was so funny.
That's good.
So yeah, you know what? The week was, it was good. It was busy and there's other stuff going on, but otherwise life's good. We got a race this weekend. Got my birthday and my kid's birthday this weekend, so we're taking him out. He's got some big plans for his birthday, and I don't have to do anything because it's not for me. So
yeah, but guess what, Justin? It's also your birthday.
I know, but I don't have to worry about it because it's not my birthday.
I know you get the privilege of
it's awesome.
A legit reason for being apathetic because you don't want to take away from your son's special time.
I can't, so I just get to chill in the background.
You're just being thoughtful. That's right. What it is about your birthday. It's just
that's how kind I am.
And it is. Yes, of course.
Yeah, life's good though. And then I watched the thing for the Path of Exile. I didn't play it at all this week because we finished our private league, which was a lot of fun. I played that a lot. Figured I needed a week break.
All right.
Before we play. Well, 2 weeks maybe. But yeah, cute. Yeah, I think you had ones on your mic last week too.
I keep forgetting my wife for her broadcast puts these little, like, what are they called? Squishies? The like elastic hair bands that have they're like the puffy kind.
Okay.
She wraps them around the mic.
Oh, is that because she might need them or because that's a look?
No,
because it makes the mic look cooler.
I think it's a pretty thing.
Okay. Yeah, the mic isn't very pretty on its own. But also, yes, it is. Do you know how pretty these mics are?
Compared to other mics?
Pretty.
It's the only one I'll put next to my mouth.
And we have the big things. I'm surprised that hasn't come up to I mean, just don't tell her. Because the other one actually looks better, especially if you're talking about like broadcasting. The original ones they come with. But
are you
we don't care about that. No.
Did my mind get innuendoing on its own?
But I didn't mean to. No.
Things wrapping around that. Yeah, anyway.
Path of Exile.
All right.
Oh, what's your mug say?
Oh, it's a pickle.
Kind of a big deal.
It's got some shades on. It's got a pretty groovy stance. It's pretty proud of itself, and it says kind of a big deal.
That's pretty sweet. Is it reversed on your camera?
Yeah, is it reversed on yours?
No, it's right for mine. And I was going to see.
Oh, you fixed it. I hate
It's perfect for me. It's perfect for me.
Oh, no, wait. When I point to the door, that's right. But when I point to the door, it's wrong. So, okay, for me, when I point to my door, I'm pointing to the left and then the camera's showing left. So it's good that it's mirrored
for me
in my camera. But for
I'm not an idiot, so I know you're pointing to your left, but you are pointing to the right of my screen.
That's what I want you to change on your camera. Every guest we ever have on the episode, I'm like, before we start, I mean, it's obviously nice to meet you and such.
I don't even know if you
flip your camera. Could you flip your camera for me, please? Because when I point to my door, I want you to know the right direction. I don't know how to change that for like other people. I've tried so many times.
I know you have.
Discord, Logitech, Windows.
It's never going to work.
Up all of them.
All right. Path of Exile.
So,
Private League, right.
Yeah. First off, before we get into PoE, it's primarily PoE 1, obviously, because of the announcement, but we finished up our private league this week. And so thank you, everyone, for playing. That was a lot of fun. And I know that I'm not primarily into PoE 1 now, but even for me, it was just so wonderful to be a part of the community, seeing all the yellow text show up. If you had derogatory comments sent your way like ha ha or sucker after you died, please understand that it's all it's all just for fun. We want you to die lots, and that's the hope. And if you're in 90s, you're just not invited next time. That's just how it goes. But congratulations to everybody who won.
Yeah, it was fun.
And of course,
time. Big shout out to Thalon. Thank you so much for the bot, getting it all fixed up and working. It's well used in Discord and very appreciated. So thank you.
Agreed. Thank you very much. And to our Uber legend, Chris McGamer HD. Congrats.
It was close.
Awesome
at the
job.
End too.
It was. It was like millimeters.
Yeah, Chris came out of nowhere and just beat
Rip Current. Almost had it. Then Chris McGamer came in. So congratulations
to you
too.
But to everybody literally else. The whole league until the very end. That's why I was like, when you sent that to me, I was like, what? Wait. That's crazy.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Thank you for everybody. We really love our community. This has been a really, I don't know, I guess a little bit mind-boggling when you think about us expecting to only have 12 listeners.
And
now all we have not just 13 listeners, but a
15.
community
Holy
of people
smokes.
that great people. Great people.
Yeah,
so thank you everybody for making this what it is.
Yep. Agreed. Very fun. Congrats to everybody. Congrats to the legends. And we'll be doing it again in PoE 1 for 327 at some point. Probably not quite as late this time, but we'll see. Who knows?
Hang on. Let me edit the notes quick so that
when we inevitably forget, just remind us. What did you forget?
Shut up. Focusing.
Okay. Yes.
Done.
Oh.
Let's do Path 2 stuff first because it's a Path 1 episode.
Yeah. What was there for Path 2? I saw you. I did open it up, but I
don't know. It's not actually showing. It's not doing.
Yeah, I don't get the show. I know. I saw
What's
that
happening?
Too. I don't know. I wasn't very happy about it. I was like, the links. What? I have to click them all. So I did. I did click them all.
I don't know. Well, I don't think there's anything for Path 2.
No, there were patches. Some patches. One of the patches is bringing the MTX from the new PoE 1 league to make sure they work with Path of Exile 2, which is good. It is good. As much as we sigh, because it is very good, it's also like, There's
Right.
more.
But there was a small part that I overheard. Like I didn't watch any of the Ziggy stuff.
No, I didn't.
But it was still on as I was going back and forth and doing stuff when I came back from the parent-teacher interview. And I actually heard one comment from Jonathan saying that, they're obviously working very hard on it and it's going a lot slower than they ever expected. And so
sure,
they obviously don't mean for that to be the case. So my paraphrase thing is just be patient with it. They're working hard on it. Hopefully they're prioritizing it, because I feel, without focusing on it, I feel completely dismissed and completely unimportant as a customer based on what's happening with me trying to transfer my MTX from PC to console.
Yeah. Did I send, I don't think I remembered to send this to you. And I told this person, hey, you meant to send it to Tyler, but Vox Victus sent a message to me thinking that it was me that was talking about the MTX. Okay. And they said, heard about your MTX troubles on the latest podcast. I just merged my MTX2 and had to provide proof also, but I only needed 3 screenshots from my valid purchases and they were able to merge my entire MTX collection.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
They said, hope this helps, but ping me if I can help. And I did say, hey, maybe message to Tyler, but they probably haven't seen it. So I will,
that's okay.
I meant to screenshot this and send it to you.
Oh, if all they need are if they're not needing every specific transaction, but they only I'll send them everything I have. But
yeah.
If they only need 2 Visa transactions and 2 Steam transactions, that's the proof they need that's my thing, then. Oh,
they said they needed 3 screenshots from any valid purchases and they were able to merge my entire MTX collection. So,
okay. Well, I haven't been asked for screenshots, but I'll do
maybe
it.
It's worth you contacting this person, because maybe they can show you some screenshots of their conversation so that you can sort of use that to, Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No, all good. So Trello's not helping us out here, but
you had... What do we got?
There's the race winners,
competition,
Rambo
fan art
Wizard
competition.
Looked awesome.
Ending soon.
Fan art competition looks great.
Yeah, those are
support packs. Cool. Half exciting, half bitter, and then an issue with the merchants tab. Super. Path 2 is awesome. Okay. Live stream Twitch drops. Thank you. I love it when it's a pet.
Oh, there were. I didn't even see what they were. What were they? I know I got them, but I wasn't paying attention.
It's creepy spider with a finger face.
Okay.
And you can't even tell it's a finger face until you're zoomed in. So I love those extra little details. I think that's really cool.
Nice.
I do like that one. Thank you, GGG. Not like if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be thankful. It's free. And normally, you should never really criticize somebody or judge somebody. That's what the Bible says. It knows better than I do. I do think, though, that they didn't know at the time when that was being meant that there would be ungrateful pricks for free digital MTX.
Why? What happened?
Just, the dumb comments you see from the dumb children. They're like, this MTX sucks. I deserve better.
What?
If you are old enough to drive, I hope you wrap your car around a pole. Not get hurt, but just you spend all your money souping up your car, and then you wrap it around a pole and insurance doesn't cover you, but you're totally healthy, but then you're just broke. That's what I hope happens.
Where were you seeing people
that complain about free?
Yeah, that's weird. Was this in comments or something? I don't see comments when people are on Twitch, so crazy.
Oh man, we haven't been a part of Reddit in forever.
Mm-mm.
Best choice. That's like not being a part of Facebook. It's so great. It feels so good.
I don't even think about checking it.
What else did I do?
What else did you do? Well,
I'm hitting the wrong buttons here and nothing's working right. I hate Trello.
It was the Keepers of the Flame. We watched that, the video. So I know I don't even know where we're going to go with this. We'll bounce all over the place, I'm sure, but
we're there. Keepers of the Flame. Let's all do it.
I was impressed by the end of it. And as I was going through it, hopeful impressed. Almost I'm feeling I want to give them the benefit of the doubt a little bit of maybe they can keep this going with 2 games. We'll see. Because this was quite impressive. I really liked what this league looks like. I loved all the quality of life stuff that they brought in. You can tell that they're still very committed to PoE 1. And that was a bit refreshing to the point where I was I think I'm going to go back a little bit on what I was saying, where I am probably going to play both. If they're putting this much effort into keeping PoE 1 running and updating and new stuff, if I'm bored of PoE 2, why not? really, really enjoyed my time in the private league. So if I get 2 or 3 weeks out of enjoyment out of it, it's probably going to happen.
Totally. On that subject, they're in a situation where they have to with Path 1 because Path 2 is not there. It's not ready. And once Path 2 is fully released and they like it, then I could see them being a little bit more, not lack punctuality, of course, with their league launches, but less aggressive with the new content they provide.
Sure.
Something to mix it up as opposed to something to completely overhaul it. And this one was huge, though. And I mean, great timing for it as well. And because there was, customer hesitancy towards because of just how Path of Exile 1 was dealt with through preparing for the beta and after the beta launch. And then even just how the beta's kind of gone about it as well as they were trying to juggle that. So once they came back to their regular schedule of, 2 and 2 or 4 and 4, however you want to say it. This is huge. This is great. And I kind of I get the idea. It's like, okay, so you have everybody that's working and all the brain people working. And then the choices are made, league is done. And then it's like, now the brain people are working on Path 4. Like everybody's just fixing this, right? Now from the point, well, sorry. So no, that's not awesome. my brain's not firing properly this morning, but you have they come out with Path 1. You deal with the first week as the honchos. And it's like, okay, now we have 3 and 3/4 months to get Path 4 out, right? Which is more time than they normally would have had. And then everyone else, it's just their job to fix it and maintain Path 1, right? And so it gives them that time. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. This one's huge. And I can't believe some of the stuff that they added. For me, the thing I want to bring up right away, just so I don't forget, is asynchronous trade.
Crazy.
Finally, thank you. Well, it's tough because for a long time, and I love it when there's a company where they're like, no, this is the way it's going to be. This is what we want. You want something different, go play a different game. I love that because then a company is capable of maintaining their identity. They're not trying to change too much, and it's not the customer game. It's the customer that likes their game. So I like that. But of course, everybody has their own individual preferences and play styles and way of life, how their life interacts with the game. And so for me, asynchronous trade is just I remember when console first came out, half of my playtime for that first year when it first came out on console is the console just being on and I'm standing in my hideout. And then when I'm in between doing the dishwasher or vacuuming or changing the bed sheets, I'd come on and I'm like, oh, did I get a trade request? Right. Now I don't have so, there's part of you where it's like, okay, well, it's about time. But at the same time, now it's easier. Now it's more affordable. You know what I mean? I don't know. Remember, some of these things cost too, right? Some things that are always on versus only on when a user's on. So the asynchronous trade thing for me is hilarious. And despite the fact that prior to that message that you gave me from, I'm sorry, I forget the username, but thank you.
Vox.
Oh, thanks, Vox. Prior to that, I didn't want to give them any money at all.
Sure.
Because I felt like they didn't care at all, right? And so, but that MTX they have of the door just opening a little bit and the guy peeking out then shutting it again.
Damn it.
I really want that.
That's so funny.
It's funny. It's funny.
I obviously the asynchronous trade I think is amazing. I think it's a great welcome to PoE 1. It's funny how a lot of the quality of life stuff, we've had this conversation though you could go back probably for the past year where we've had these where they've come out with a patch and we're like, wow, finally they're bringing this in. And that was for me a lot of the quality of life. It's this is awesome. I'm so happy, but why didn't you do this before? Opening the stack decks. Do you know how many stack decks I've opened manually? This is probably my favorite thing out of all the things they've ever done because I love stack decks. I've always loved stack decks.
And then there's the shortcut to throw them on the ground so that your filter can handle them.
You want to still hear it. Of course you want the filter. I don't want them in my stash. That's gross.
The addition, but that's awesome. See, that's when something's done. Going back to the thing where, hey, specters are finally done, but I say they're not because in-game people still can't tell what the specter does. You're clicking on a name. That's all you know. This is done. And this is even above done. Like the whole shortcut for just opening them quickly in your inventory, technically to me, that's done, right? Like that's a fine enough user experience because at the end of the day, you're going to huck them in your stash anyway. And if you have a bunch in there that you don't care about, well, with the div card stash tab.
As long as you have the div card stash tab though, but yes.
Agreed. Well,
because otherwise you are filling up a stash slot with every single card.
Well, yeah, but they still stack.
They
still stack up until they're fully stacked. They don't overstack so that you get multiple stacks in one. But yes, you're right. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they do. I had the div stash tab since the dawn of time, so I don't know.
Yeah, me too.
But like to me, this is what's done when you see it from the user's perspective. And the user is like, yes, that is good. That's when a product is done. So looking forward to that. Yes, that is done for Spectres. But man, is this cool for stack decks
and blight chests. Those are the two things, because that's where those two combine for me is blight and stack decks. That's where I get my stack decks. It was like, okay, cool. I know what I'm going to do. I don't even care if it's the best thing to do. It's fun. I love it. So I was very happy with those two things.
Very, very, so many really cool changes. So many really cool changes. And then like, even like, I honestly didn't like any of the, as I'm growing, I only checked a few bloodline ascendancies, but.
Well, they only showed a couple, I think.
Yeah, and I didn't really, they didn't suit for whatever it is that ideas that I had in my head at the time, but I just love that idea. A pseudo-ascendancy, but you can mix and match with any ascendancy.
Anybody can have.
Oh, right.
I love that.
But you have to earn it.
Very gated.
You're not, but properly gated, I guess you could say.
Sure.
Like maybe sure, eventually they're going to be balanced, right? Maybe now there's going to be an overpowered one, so everyone's going to feel like they have to do blight or they're going to have to do breach or whatever it is. But at some point, they're all going to be balanced, hopefully soon. And then it's like, okay, this is the content I'm like. For me, I don't really like a lot of the leagues. You know, a lot of the things you can focus on the Atlas passive tree, they're just like, it's fine. It's fine. But now, if there's a pseudo-ascendancy, or they call them bloodlines, if there's a pseudo-ascendancy that interests me and it's gated behind something, I'm like, okay, let's go. I've got a reason to go for it, right? Sure. But something that's a lot more global than a specific item or a specific unique or a specific div card, whatever it would be, right? So, you know, for example, the goal of a simulacrum is just all those chests, which is just as random and generic. But now this gives me a specific focus point. And then it's like, well, actually, I don't know which one I want. This build idea, like, is this pseudo one better? This bloodline better than this bloodline? So now all of a sudden I have one focus. Okay, I got it. Now I spec out and I spec into something else and it gives me another thing. And then I just get to try it out. I mean, who knows how the respecking works, but the idea that you don't get more ascendancy points for these, it's just, you still get your 8 and that's it. Smart. Very smart.
I love it. Because there's a lot of builds where you don't maybe always know what you want to spend the last 2 or maybe even 4 points on. Like, you know, the Ascendancy's got 2 really good ones that you love, but you're kind of like, I take those because I got the points, but I don't care.
Right.
Even
Guardian
if it's 2.
Is that for me? It's always been the Guardian. There's been 2 that interest me. And then the other 2 are like,
the other one that does totems, but it's all about fire. I use it for RF all the time. It's got the resist chieftain. I love 2 of them, but the other 2, you're like, okay, like I'll take them. But I don't know. I just think it's very fun for that side. You talk about respecking, though. There were 2 things that they brought up. One is you can now mass identify items, which again, it's just like, what? Okay, I love it. But why have we been getting scrolls of wisdom for years? But I do love it. I'm very thankful for it. And the other is a full respec with gold.
Wait, who did they do the full respec with?
The full respec is with
Helena. It was an NPC that I don't use frequently. I always have Lily
could have been Helena. Could have been.
She does the gems and div cards.
Yeah, and then Faustus does all the merchant stuff, so it could be Helena. But that's just crazy because, like, they've never. I mean, you could do it with gold, but just to be able to hit a button and fully respec your tree, I do really like it. But
it is the respec tree. I interrupted you when you said that. That's no, that's nice. That is really cool.
Not the same Path of Exile from whatever 12 years ago for sure.
I'm curious how those gold costs are going to change over time, because that's
in what sense?
I'm just curious how, if it changes anything from, like, you go from needing all the orbs, right, and only orbs, to okay, now it's orbs or gold.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're letting you make it really easy, not necessarily in terms of cost. Who knows what the cost is or if it costs any more, but I'm just curious if there's any setups where the gold is so easy to come by that, you know how, for example, there's some builds out there where there's your starter tree, but then they would use all the free respecs you get from the campaign
to rebuild it.
Respec once you hit end game and then go this way. I'm curious if there's going to be any builds, if it's too easy to respec, where it's like, okay, this is what you do to level 70 and then hit the button, make sure you have like 100,000 gold or whatever, and then hit the button and then this is your new tree. And so I'm curious if that'll be a thing. And if it does become a thing, if GGG's fine with that.
Well, I was looking while they were doing the live stream and I don't know how these would correlate, but I noticed that because you have to pay gold to buy. It's the same within PoE 2 to do asynchronous trading costs gold. And a purchase of an item, I think I saw them around the 25 to 30,000 gold per time they were buying something. And the full respec was 550,000 for whatever level that character was. So it'll be interesting to see. I feel like it'll still be like, you're not just going to get to 70 and have enough, I doubt, to fully respec. I would be really surprised if it was that easy, but just that it's there is a big change.
Totally. So, another user first idea.
I hope it's not cheaper. I hope there's not a discount, you know what I mean, for respecing all versus clicking everyone individually. I hope it's the same amount.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, yeah. I hope you don't get like a discounted cost if you do a smaller amount. But yeah, there were a bunch of other quality of life stuff that were great, but the league itself looks fun. Like Breach is probably one of my favorite leagues ever. I think it probably was my favorite league up until Sentinel, maybe. Like I love the Breach League way back in the day. Just to have the freaking
keep me in the map
hand.
Oh, I wish I had that.
Portal. Thank you. So I'm excited for Breach. I'm excited to see how it plays, what it looks like. It's very fun. It looks very interactive in the zones and in the maps and stuff. And it looks like we don't have to deal with Roas right now in the Act 1, breaking the eggs, because it's all replaced by demons from the video. I'm curious. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what goes core too. Like almost all of this seems like it's designed to stay in the game forever. Like a redesign of Breach is staying. Even if it's not tuned to be core yet, like the design's intent to me seems like it's obviously core. But even little things like the asynchronous trade, I'm not a big fan of this whole like King's March stuff and all that. Like that drives me nuts that it's core. It would suck to need to interact with that mechanic to unlock Faustus, to unlock asynchronous trade. And it looks like he's just available in your Act 6 town, right?
Yep.
And just there, and you're not gated behind that content. Kind of like, remember you needed to go to Leo to get your dot bonus, right? Mm-hmm. Back in the day when you had your master missions. Mm-hmm. Remember that, man? And Katarina, you're going around and you have to, those were the days, man.
For 8 seconds.
I almost lost my wife needing to. No, I know we got. Dailies. It's like 15 minutes if it rolls well. Right. My dailies, dear. Well. And then the dailies ended up stacking instead. Thank you to Kirik and his golden arse. But man, that was good stuff. But it's just so much like a lot of interesting wand skills and like this kinetic power, which I assume is physical damage. But whatever. And like just so much is in here, even like the assassin revamp.
I heard about it. I didn't really look. I didn't read the patch notes. I haven't even looked at them yet. So I don't really know all the details of it because they were releasing that later and then I didn't have time after that. Was there anything in there? I mean, there's stuff in there, but what did you like in there?
I don't know. Like I'm still like, having graphs on you, like as these passives, like I love the idea of how disgusting that is, but basically all it is a free passive. Notable.
I love how they play it in the video too, because you see it and you're like, what the hell? Is that on the body? And they're like, yeah, it's on the body. And it's okay.
That's right. You don't like it? Too bad.
Yeah.
Buy a really big back attachment, a really busy one. But even little things like, specters are still stupid because of how you have to summon them and all that kind of stuff. But now they've kind of, in a way, fixed that. I don't know how trapped they are with how coding works, because in Path 2, they really did a great job in fixing 50% of the Spectre issue, which was how to summon them, right? Mm-hmm. Now they turn into an orb, right? The other half of with Spectres is still in the game. You have no idea what they do.
What they're doing, sure.
Clicking is the title. But now when a Spectre dies, they're not gone. You don't have to resummon them. They turn into this little orb that just respawns at your next instance, which, I mean, that's amazing. Who knows how it is when you're like going back and forth between like portals and stuff like that in a map. I assume they respawn then too, because there's no consequence to that. But I really like that, because that's kind of like a pseudo fix. If the coding's weird, who knows how the coding works? I don't know that stuff. But if the coding's really weird and you're kind of nervous to mess all things up, or you're waiting for a bigger fix, like this is a really cool one to go through. So I love the fix to Spectres. They even added 2 community members, the big Minion fans. So I think they added Ghazi and then Baylor.
To what?
Just to the tweet when they came out. So it was really, really fun. So just, I don't know, there's just lots of really cool little things in here. I mean, obviously people have something to say about, oh, this changes that and this changes that. But just from the outside, this whole league looks like a lot of fun. And the concept of breach is nice.
Yeah. You're just fighting more mobs.
Right.
And I might suck at it. Like, one thing with breach that's always been tough is you got to kill things fast enough. Like the way it's got this thing that goes out, and if you're not killing enough, because I noticed that they had this like bar that fills in, and if you fill it, then it's I don't know what they called it, and then maybe a boss comes out. So it might take a minute for me to get to the point where that's actually working, but that's fine. I don't mind. Let me just fight more mobs.
Visual clarity, not a priority this league. Not a chance. These new skills, how breach looks.
Yeah, when you see the things like all on the ground.
And the skills that they're displaying that are like melting bosses. I'm forgetting to look at anything because I'm just like staring at a strobe light. It's like staring at a Christmas tree with blinking lights. You have, all of a sudden, you have no idea what the conversation is around you. You've just been staring at this blinking light in the center of the Christmas tree for the last 30 minutes. That's what their gameplay videos were like to me, because like I'll just have to play it to see what it's like, because I won't have any memory of the video. Just be this green aura that's pulsing all the time, whatever that was. So.
Yeah, visual clarity is not at the top of their list.
Nope. Oh, and GGG, I know you can't use someone else's filter, and I don't want that to be the issue, but
the filter's so bad.
We're playing this game for loot, and you still have a pretty crappy loot experience is saved by
a lot of
one
stuff.
person.
There's a lot of stuff.
You're not doing yourself a favor by showing everybody your default filter. It does not make the game look better. It's like negative marketing. You got to do something about that. Only show clips where there's a few drops, but they're good, or you can't show 10,000 items on the ground because...
Yes, they can.
Well,
look at how many things you could get.
I'm just saying.
I didn't notice. Were portal scrolls and wisdom scrolls still dropping? I mean, I couldn't see. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Was it because there was too much loot on the ground? You couldn't tell?
Yeah. Maybe they were filtered out because they had enough.
That's like the one edit. They're like, no, can't show that.
Too many of them. I do like I've always found this kind of stuff fun when they do it, but the whole Genesis tree idea, like this whole game within a game, that's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's specific to Breach. I don't really quite grasp the whole like crafting gear, and they're very like, they showed all these options. I love where like, if you want a physical weapon with this and and they're like moving the mouse around. I'm like, okay. I saw boots.
I'll be there later, guys. I'll be there later.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool though. I like that.
It's like stuff. Being in the bathroom at a restaurant and then coming back to the table and being like, so what are you guys talking about?
Yeah. Catch me up.
Yeah. Oh, and just quickly on Scrolls of Wisdom, they've vastly reduced the drop rate of Scrolls of Wisdom after Act 1 because of that's your ability to identify with whoever it is.
Act 1 lady. Nessa.
Oh, it's different all the way through.
Oh, yeah, it's a different NPC.
Rogue,
that's right.
Nessa, and then whoever it's going to be in your hideout.
Right.
There's just so much, man. It's crazy.
There
is
cool. So much. It's nuts. It's very, very fun. And like crazy changes to uniques, which is very fun too. because it's not even stuff you can totally plan a build around. Like it's stuff that could shift your build later, and that's fun to me.
This was the fastest. What are these called? The list of points they've come out with for the league. What's it called? Yes. This is the fastest patch notes that I've gone through, because this time I was just like Control F minions, Control F zombie, Control F Reaper, right?
Yeah.
And then Control F Phantaza. And then,
I saw them in the video, them running around with a unique helmet, which I was laughing at myself because I'm like, oh, I'll never have that. But it was like, they was focused around like if you want to be only like 1 or 2 minions, and they had like Reaper with some connection to the helmet. I have no clue what it does, but I was like, that's cool. Tyler should try it. He won't, but it's cool.
I was reading on our Discord that it's gated behind one of the Uber bosses. It's okay.
You could do
Link skills aren't high on my priority list. But you know what?
I don't think it's a Link skill. It's just some Link thing. I think it's different. I don't know. Try it.
I'm not even getting the 4 Reap. My favorite skill is gated behind crappy content. So
which one? Oh, you mean the
quadruple Reaper?
You mean crappy content in the fact that it's lab? Because but you can't say that anymore now that you play Path of Exile 2.
Oh, I can. Lab. There's just crappy and there's uber crappy, because since they like Uber, we're going uber crappy for ascending in Path 2, and it's just super crappy in Path 1. But the crappy thing is that I have to go through all this content for, probably not going to get that blue gem. Like I keep getting Arc. Not. It's like I'm supposed to be playing Arc every single time. There's a version of Arc there. Like, no. Reaper, please.
You have a very, very good likelihood of getting it in the Merc lab, the third one.
Which one's that? Merc is
that's
third?
The one you finish before Act 10 typically, so you don't have the hit to your resists. You do have a much better chance of getting the one that says it will change. How many versions of Reaper are there?
There's 3. There's like the original one, and then there's 2 transcendent ones.
So, I mean, you do have a chance. It's there, okay?
Yeah, it's there, but there's a million of them. And I always get the one where it's like, trade blue for blue. And I'm like...
Those are what you'll primarily get.
Yeah, is the one where it's like, actually get a version of the skill you have? Is that only in the 4th one?
The 3rd and 4th.
What do you need to do to get that? Is that just chance? Is there a thing you gotta find?
Yeah. If you go find Dark Shrines, you have a better chance, just because if you get the one that lets you use the font more than once, then you have a better chance. But yes, it's just doing that one over and over.
Didn't they change that? Didn't you, like, in Merc always get 2 tries at some point?
Well, then maybe it's 3. Like that the Dark Shrine will give you a 3rd try. So you could be right. It gives you 2 by default.
Do you think that after I've gone through the campaign for the 1000th time of my life, I want to do more Merc Lab and more Merc Lab?
If you get to your Reaper, maybe.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay with my single Reaper, because I have stuff to do in real life.
Think how easy it's going to be an asynchronous trade, though, to buy that gem now.
Oh, you know what? Amen and hallelujah.
You could get that right away.
Yeah, I'm joining the asynchronous church. You betcha.
Did they say anything about whether I have to, like, people with the premium stash tabs have to convert them again to merchant tabs like we had to do with PoE2?
I don't know. I'm scared to do anything with that stuff, man. It's like, can you send me the receipt of that tab, please? And just a few screenshots.
Maybe it's the same. Yeah, I'm actually curious what that is, because I did my conversion for PoE2, but there weren't merchant tabs in PoE1. I'm curious what they're doing with that, huh?
Why don't you check the Path of Exile 1 website? I'm sure that they have an FAQ set up for you.
Well, they do.
Super easy to find.
Path of Exile website is actually way better than their PoE2 one. I also love that they create like a individual page for each of their leagues. Like you can go to pathofexile.com/keepers, and it's the whole, like, all the info. Like they actually do a really good job of those, like their league release stuff. So
what about like a help page? You know, when you have questions about transactions or different account mechanics that are important to know. Anything like that?
They have a contact support button.
5 years later.
I'm looking and I don't see help anywhere.
No, there isn't one.
No, but there is contact. So you got that.
Yeah. But back to great things. And support, by the way, thank you very much for all your help all the time. I can't imagine how long your list of everything is, and I appreciate all of your hard work that you do. Hopefully, systems come into place, software comes into place, employee, whatever it is. Hopefully things ease up for you soon, but keep trucking along. We appreciate you very much. Anything like specific stand out to you in terms of like skills or ascendancy changes? There was something.
I haven't read any of this stuff, so it was only on whatever I watched in the video. And go ahead.
One thing that's big for me is minion attacks now always hit. They just did that in Path 2, but that was surprising to me because Path 1 is their game. Right. Obviously, Path 2 is going to be their game, but Path 1 is the only game they technically have because the other game is beta and they can switch anything that could be as volatile as they want it to be. Path 1 is their game, and they basically removed the requirement for accuracy from minions in Path 2 for 2 months. That's all they did for 2 months. And so whatever information they got from that or whatever meetings they had, that was enough time for them to, like, you're not going back from that. I mean, honestly, they can go back on whatever they want. They can change anything they want, but
unlikely.
Right. Yeah, you don't go back from removing accuracy from minions once you've removed it. It's like, what are you going to do? How are you going to sell adding accuracy back to the community? Obviously, you don't have to sell it. You could just be like, suck it up. We didn't like it. We're putting it back in. But that hasn't really been their history. So I don't know. Like, it just seems so fast to do something so dramatic. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't think of any consequences for it with the exception of inconsistency. Because attack in Path of Exile 1 means accuracy, chance to miss. So when you see attack, like hopefully somewhere in the game, it tells a new player that's learning about attacks and the difference between attacks and spells. One always hits, one always misses. If you see your minion has an attack, but at the same time, maybe that answer's fixed because there is no minion accuracy. Like there isn't a way to get it or find it. So there's not really going to be a discrepancy there. But to me, like, and I love it. It's just so surprising because you have 2 months only.
Yeah, of data.
And then boom, we're adding it into our mainstream. So see how it goes.
I really like it.
Yeah, me too. There was one thing where they mentioned, and I'm curious if this was in the FAQ. So if you're listening to this and you have nothing better to do, feel free to message me and let me know. But they removed all sources of minion accuracy from the game, with the exception of modifiers that are on items. Okay, cool. But there's one specific notable now, like a cluster that was kind of in between the Templar and the Marauder. It's interesting because accuracy for minions was never really available. It was pretty far out of the way from starting with the typical witch that you would start with. But there was one cluster, let me find it here. So the Gravepack passive tree, which was where the majority of accuracy would come from for minions, it now grants chaos resistance instead of minion accuracy. But it says chaos
resistance or chaos?
That's my question. It just says chaos resistance. So is it minion chaos resist or is it user chaos resist? If it's user chaos resist.
Hopefully user. That'd be awesome.
I am flying down there right away and then I'm getting everything else.
Especially if it's in that same spot because there's already chaos resist up in the top left corner of the tree too. Like from a Templar starting point.
Yeah, there used to be 4. That whole cluster used to be 4, but then they made it only the notable part. Yeah, that 8%'s hot. So pretty interesting. It don't tell anybody that listens to the show, but they might have won me back.
I hope you play both with me because I was thinking that while I was watching, I was like, man, I feel like this is actually doing a decent job. I mean, it doesn't change everything, but it's still fun to experience the new stuff, see what they do. Especially I think the one benefit of playing both is you get to see the influence one has on the other. And I think that's actually kind of cool. Like we've watched how the development of Path of Exile 2 has massively changed their outlook on Path of Exile 1. And I think in a good way.
I agreed positive across the board. And actually, I wanted to say this at the very beginning, but I want to congratulate GGG on all this. Like a lot of this is huge. These are big decisions where you just have to be like, okay, take a deep breath and hope for the best. And they made a lot of really big choices for this one. And I'm really proud of them because it's a big change from what they used to. And it's not like there was anything wrong with the way it was before. But it's a big change, and change is scary. Change is, especially when you're concerned about the path of one or both games, like it's a big deal. So I'm proud of them for their ability to make changes like this when they were things that they were very sticky on not changing in the past.
I asked you about the merchants tab thing, so I decided to go on the notes and Control F merchant just out of curiosity. And there's only 2 instances of it, and in the same section of line. Added asynchronous trade. When you reach X6, find Faustus and Lionized Watch and have him act as a steward for your merchants tabs. You can place items for sale in these tabs for direct and instant purchase by other players, even when you're not online. If you've already purchased merchants tabs in Path of Exile 2, these will now be available for use when you log into Path of Exile. But it doesn't tell you how you get, how do I get new? What if I didn't play Path of Exile 2 or I want more? There's nothing in the rest of the notes that tell you how you get merchants tabs. So I'm kind of curious what they're like. Are they, because for me to turn a tab into a merchants tab required me to go online. I had to do it. I couldn't do it in game. I had to do it
through the
website. So I'm curious what their plan is for that, because it doesn't say anywhere else in here, unless they've created one of those FAQ things that they sometimes do, how a person would get merchants tabs. I guess we'll find out. I don't even know. I looked on the forums. Their forums are so freaking early 2000s. It's hilarious. I don't even know where to go to look if I wanted to even find it.
Oh man, you should actually just for science, go and search for it in their forums, and then see what the timestamps are. Look at the date range of the posts you receive.
Is the news announcements for Path of Exile 1 because it doesn't say Path of Exile in it? Is that what it is?
Listen, GGG, we're trying to find stuff out about your game. Okay.
I assume it must be that news announcements is for Path of Exile 1 because it doesn't say Path of Exile, whereas Path of Exile 2 says Path of Exile 2. Okay, so...
Oh, yes.
I don't like it. No, they don't have any.
No, everything for Path 2 says Path 2. Otherwise, it's Path 1.
All right, cool. Well, I can't... They don't have a thing up yet, unless it's somewhere else. No. Hey, they have a help section in their forums, Ty.
Yeah, help and information.
I shouldn't have opened it. First one says support unresponsive for months.
Yeah, but it's been like that for a year now. Like they have zero excuse as a company. That is unbelievably sad. It's disrespectful to not come up with a system after an entire year. Gah.
Yeah,
I'm getting responses quick now. I don't know if that's because of like now my responses are within a week, but it's
somebody said they're posting on behalf of a friend whose account's been locked for months now. So I take my opinion back because I have no idea why an account would get locked. So if there's some
for sure and a lot of that
things going on, then tough luck.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Thank you, Vox, for the encouragement. I will get those.
I'll send you the contact info.
Thank you. Yeah. And I will send that over to GGG right away. I will no longer pout. I will get it done. And let's see, fingers crossed that they just need confirmation as opposed to every single transaction number.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to play. I had such a fun time in our private league. I have, getting back into Path of Exile 1 was a lot of fun.
If I get back into Path 1, I got to do filter stuff, man.
So do filter stuff, or try out Filter Blade for Path 1.
My wife will leave me if I take up that.
But try Filter Blade for 1 so that you can see how you feel about it with Path 2. Like, just get an idea for, don't take it seriously. Just be more relaxed about it, because then you don't have to do it. Right?
I only have space for one Path of Exile on my Xbox. I don't have space for 2. They're both like 100
because you played
gigs.
it on the Xbox. Yeah, is the Xbox? It's not cross whatever it's called, right?
It's not cross.
Like, you can only play it on one. Right. So that means I can't play with you if you play on Xbox, though. But not that we play a lot together anyway. But
if you want to play together, I would make it PC.
Well, I just never know. I will definitely be playing for the first couple of weeks. We just set you up like a little desk in the corner.
No, we are not spending more money. We can share. We're fine. We're fine, Justin. Everything's fine. We're not spending more money on that. We are capable of sharing and scheduling.
I want to put you in that corner. Is that a keyboard? Do you have a keyboard behind you? I don't remember seeing a keyboard at your place.
No, the keyboard's normally in the rec room, but stupid cats. They've actually knocked over the keyboard. I will go into the rec room one day. Don't ask. No.
They had to work as a team. What the heck?
The stupid kittens. Like, I go into the rec room the other day in the morning to change the litter box, and what happens? There's a lamp upside down on the floor. Thank goodness, and it's like pillows are like around it near it. Thank goodness it didn't catch on fire. The keyboard's laying on the ground on an angle. The blinds, I mean, you can't have cats and care about your Venetian blinds. Sure. We don't. These ones are already destroyed, but they're destroyed more. And the litter box is in a completely different direction than it originally was. I don't know what they did or what friends they had over. But those stupid kittens, like, never get kittens. Apparently around now, I have Googled it many times. It's around the 4 to 6 month mark where they start being less Google for you to a little bit more cat-y. But they're still energetic.
Do you remember this phase with the other 2 cats?
Well, we didn't. We got them when they were 1.
Oh, they were past this stage. I see. Okay.
Time frame, transitioning very small and dependent to more cat-like but still highly energetic, is generally referred to as the juvenile stage, around 4 to 9 months.
9?
Oh, that's a big gap.
They were already well past this developmental phase and into adulthood.
Well, appreciate you listening in, Google, but
you didn't even ask it. That's so
you
funny.
were giving me the 6 month mark before this 9 month mark. Why is there always something to be angry about? Oh, I need to read the Bible more.
Because you're old.
It's too much anger.
Well, I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to playing it. Yeah, me too. Yep. I will hopefully play it as much as I can fit in on Halloween. And I'll play it as I play it, but I will be playing it.
When I play Path 1, I'll play it on the computer in case you're on. And then we can play whenever you're on. Awesome. And if you're not on, F you. And if you are playing a build that I cannot play with you, like your Poisonous Concoction build, what else have you done that was just...
Why don't I just do RF? Maybe if I do RF.
Oh, you play whatever you want, man. I'm just joshing.
I don't know.
What else was there that was, hey, Josh, you hear that? Joshing around?
Magma.
But,
was it magma?
Oh, yeah, it was rolling magma. And then you put on this like crazy green MTX.
Awesome.
Oh,
like greater multiple projectiles.
Right.
Glorious.
Aaron's going to message you and be like, hey, I really want to play Sims.
Put him to sleep.
Right. Yeah. So you like switch to your bright and shiny
wolf
build.
Remember the wolf war
Every
cry?
Single war.
Every war.
It's
so dumb. I bought it just for playing with you. I've never put it back on ever because I thought it was the dumbest thing ever.
You know what's hilarious? I'm going to transfer all my MTX and watch. It's way more generous than I expected to be, and all my whining and complaining will have been for nothing. And so they're going to transfer all my MTX, but now I'm going to be playing on PC.
Wait, because of the Xbox, because the Xbox is not cross, but your your PoE 2 will still be fine.
Yes, and technically I can use my Xbox account on
your PC.
On PC, it's just not cross compatible. So
is that why you have 2 players? You had 2 players that we had to like add
it's
to guild
technically
or something?
2 accounts that's attached to one login.
I see.
So it is 2 accounts, but it's just one login, and that's really the only convenience. I only need to log into the game/website once.
Right.
But besides that, they're independent, and so that's where the issue is. But I am going to focus on that. I have some stuff that I need to do with the kids today, but then I'll forward some of that, and that's that.
Cool. Sweet. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and
man.
Hopefully it goes well for Grinding Gear Games. So up 300 and shit. Do you remember what number it was?
15, maybe
15. Forever Exiled.
No,
300.
Wait, you can wait.
50.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
One sec. We will
wait. This is 316.
316 as stated. So Forever Exiled 316. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Just AK tags.
Tyler, Wrecker of Days.
Patrons will see you in After Dark. Everybody else will see you next week, right after the start of 327. So hopefully you have a great week, and catch you later. Forever Exiled is our website. I don't know. foreverexiled.com is our website. Discord's very fun. Pop in there, say hello. And Patreon and other ways to support the podcast are down below.
Bye.